Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome back to Chapter 5-1 of Resident Evil 4. We will be finishing up the chapter in today's video, as well as meeting some of the more interesting denizens that can only be found here on the nameless, locationless island where we are now, well, I would say working, but there's less working, more slaughtering involved. Then again, Leon is working for the American government, so what's the difference, right? Oh, okay, that's enough political humor. I'm gonna pretend I never did that, and I would appreciate it if you did the same. Let's see where we're headed here. Oh, look! There's the Illuminados symbol on that sheet there. It looks like there was another one hanging on the wall over there. It's like the game doesn't want us to forget who's pulling the strings around here. Incendiary grenade. It's like a bunch of pills. Of course. What's down this way, I wonder? An operating room? That doesn't sound ominous at all. Okay, we're not going to go down to the operating room just yet. I'd rather not know what the people here are operating on. That place looks vaguely titillating. A case with an emerald inside! Yay! 3,000 pesetas is not really worth all that much anymore, but hey, it's an emerald! So it's awesome, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. So, looks like we've got 3 doors we can go to. This one's locked. It's a freezer. Alright, well, door number 1 didn't work. Let's try door number 2. It's locked. Unpleasant odors. Well, alright, I guess we didn't want to go there anyway. And this, of course, means our daring plan to avoid the operating room has been foiled before it began. It's the only place we can go, so I guess we have to go there. Okay, seems innocuous enough for now. Not the cleanest facility in the world, but compared to the rest of this place, I suppose it's not too bad. Got research equipment, and whatever the holy hell that thing is. Just some random corpse lying on a hospital bed. This is gonna be great. Alright, so here we have one of the more colorful puzzles. This is the security system. I don't know how this is supposed to keep anything secure. As you can see, it's very simple to get through. All you need to do is rotate the colors till the arrows are pointed in the right directions to get from one end of the little screen to the next, and there you go. And we are inside. What's that over there? TMP ammo. That was anticlimactic. There must be something else. Why, a memo from Lewis. Let's see. The hideous creatures, such as the El Gigante and the Novistadors, are merely byproducts of the diabolical and inhumane experiments conducted on the specimens that were once human. But there's one type of creature that clearly distinguishes itself from the rest. These creatures are called Regenerators. Regenerators have a superior metabolism that allows them to regenerate their lost body parts at and incredible speeds. They're also unique in that they have an English name. I've never seen anything like it. It is this characteristic that makes them almost invincible to conventional weapons. So they're like Wolverine? But like any living creature, there's a way to kill it. Apparently there are plagas that live in its body, somewhat like leeches. They can't be seen with the naked eye. It can only be located through thermal imaging. To stop its regeneration process, these leech-like plagas must be located and then destroyed. As far as I know, most of the Regenerators host a number of these leech-like plagas. To kill the Regenerators, each one of these leech-like plagas must be killed. Clearly this isn't foreshadowing. We're not going to be running into any of these Regenerators anytime soon, right? Right? We got the freezer key, complete with the Illuminato symbol. And say hello to the Regenerators, also known as the creepiest fucking thing in this entire fucking game. Pardon the language, but good God. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, watch this. If you wanted any proof that this was a Japanese game, just look at these freaking things. That should give you an idea. Now, the reason I'm just plain avoiding these things, even though I went into that lovely manifesto last time about how awesome it is to fight back against our enemies in a Resident Evil game, well, the reason for that is quite simple. We can't. Lewis's memo talked about needing thermal imaging in order to handle Regenerators, because we cannot see the leech plagas that are hiding inside the Regenerators' bodies. We need some way to see in a different spectrum. We also need to rewrite the keycard. It's now the waste disposal key. Oh, we have to turn off rather, the cryogenic device. And I wonder what that dramatic camera angle was focused on. We'll get to it eventually. There it is. The infrared scope. The door's been locked. Oh my God. As if they weren't ugly enough. Why did they have to move like that? Oh. This is why I haven't watched The Ring yet, folks. Japanese horror freaks me the fuck out. Okay. Let's handle this, shall we? Oh, you're too close. That's not fair. That's not okay. So, obviously the correct answer is to back myself into a corner. Now that we have the infrared scope, you can see the little plagas inside its body. And you can also see that regular shots anywhere else in the body do basically nothing. But when you get all the plagas, they explode. Which is very satisfying, but nearly as disturbing as watching them move. And watching them eat and attack and pretty much everything else that they do. I will be honest with you. I hate these guys, and I love them. I love them because I hate them. It's a very odd relationship I have with Regenerators. I like being scared. It's part of the whole point of the horror part of survival horror, right? Or dramatic horror, or action horror, whatever you want to call this genre now. These guys are definitely horrific enough. Especially, one, the way the body reacts to being shot, two, the way they move, the way they breathe, the way they do that. It's all just... and the legs keep moving. They keep walking for a second before they finally drop. Well, that one's only at 2. He's like a baby Regenerator. Oh. Okay, so... yeah. Upside to dealing with these things. They always drop 5,000 pesetas, which is a nice chunk of change. Especially now that we're... I was going to say we're basically broke. We're not too bad off, actually. Got 23,000. Not enough to get ourselves a replacement rocket launcher for the one we already used on Salazar, but we'll make it. And now we have our waste disposal key that we could use. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so that sounds like normal enemies. That sounds like something we can handle. I spy TMP ammo, so why not take advantage of it? We haven't used it for a little bit. Ooh. Take the grenade as well. The overhead crane. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is great. I love this part. Oh, come on. That's a bunch of crap. I got him. You know, it would stand to reason that these workers, because they seem like workers, at the very least they stick around this island. You think they'd know where the controls for the crane are. And you'd think thus they would immediately head for the room where the controls are to see who is activating it. Maybe stop them before their colleagues get tossed into the trash chute or potentially die. Like, you'd think... Whatever. They're out of sight. They're out of mind. Let's move forward. Still think they're dumb. Alright, let's see. What's in here? Yellow herb. Alright, I'll take it. And what's this for? Security switch for the door on the left. Which left? Well, whichever left it is, we don't have to worry about it because the game didn't prompt us to use it, so... Is this another recording? Nope. Okay, what are you actually banging your hand on, Ashley? That was air you were hitting. That's not how air works. You always want to remember to take the infrared scope off of the rifle when you're using it on anybody but a regenerator. It makes it very hard to see if you don't. You know, that's a very effective use of flash grenades, because one of the bigger problems with regular grenades is how long it takes for them to detonate, and usually the enemy will move before it gets a chance to, you know, get them in the blast radius, but a flash grenade will keep them stationary long enough for the regular grenade to do its business. I really like that. I'll have to remember that. Okay. It's locked. And Leon needs a card key. You know what else he needs to do? He needs to get rid of those frickin' ganados that were out there by the trash chute. I don't like leaving the enemy alive behind me. I am not a speedrunner. This is not Resident Evil 1 where you're trying to avoid combat at all costs. We've been through this already. Our job is to destroy, destroy, destroy. This is America. Well, actually, I guess it isn't. Game came from Japan. It's set in Spain. It's about as far from America as you can get. Leon is American, which I suppose in the long, the grand scheme of things is enough. You know, because that's how America works. Anyway, we've been through this already. Let's not talk about that again. So waste dump leads to the lower levels. That could prove useful later. But for right now, it isn't. Now we have to go back and figure out where to go to find ourselves a card key to rescue Ashley. Yeah, help. Got it. I'll be there eventually. A lot of times the Ganados will actually say things. That grunt means absolutely nothing. Stupid crossbow bolts. Go away! Ah, ooh. See, what did I tell you about leaving the enemy alive behind you? That's what happens when you let them live. Let's try that one more time. And this time we use our trusty TMP because it has the benefit of stunning enemies. Something about the rate of fire, I suppose. No, a regular Plaga. That's nice. Better than the Scorpions, at least. I really don't like the Scorpions. Shotgun shells. Not very thematically appropriate. Down we go. One left. Oh look, another Plaga. Another Plaga down. And another flash grenade. Up. There was more. Okay. That should be it. See, is there anything interesting back here? Some shotgun shells. That's plenty interesting. See what's behind here. So that's the way out. What's in this door? An herb and a typewriter. Just what I always wanted. Okay. Rearrange. You go here. You go there. You go there. There. And you go right there. And then you go right. Wait. Whatever. Okay. Save because it's right here. Let's move on. Into the green door! I know it isn't an actual green door, but there was a green button prompt and it felt appropriate to call it a green door. Lab instruments. See, this place seems relatively clean. Why didn't they operate in here? Oh. Maybe they did. Okay. So regenerators are bad enough. This here is a new type of regenerator called an Iron Maiden. What's different about an Iron Maiden, you may ask, as opposed to a regular regenerator? More Plagas, for one, and the little spiky doobly-doos on its body, which makes it very, very problematic when dealing with it if you're not at a distance. You might think, oh, well that's a good idea. Let's just shoot the legs and then they can't move until they regenerate their legs. That might seem like a good idea, and you definitely have to do that to deal with the Plaga on its back, because good luck getting it to turn around. There's a bit of a contingency plan in place with these enemies. If you knock them down like that, the Iron Maiden will rush at you. Yes, it will gain speed when you take out its leg. I don't know how that works either, but Capcom thought ahead, realized, hey, this is probably going to be an idea players will have. Let's screw with them. So take everything bad about regenerators and add spikes and speed. Good idea. Let's see, did we gather everything in here? Gather most everything. Let's see. This leads out. We don't want to go here yet. That's where we go after we find Ashley, which we haven't yet, so we've got to go backtrack. Make sure we didn't miss anything on the way. Hello? Are there any enemies in here? Here's something. In there? Anything in there? No. Probably in there. Uh-oh, dramatic music. That means a grand melee is starting. Oh, plagas. Thankfully, these crossbowmen have questionable aim. Or not. Still not. There we go, finally. Okay. Uh-oh, we don't have enough TMP ammo for a full clip. We're actually running low. But no more music. That means pretty sure we've got them all. Let's do this and this and this and that and then that and this and this and that. Okay, there we go. Dramatic stair climb. Dead silence never fails to make me nervous. But with that, we now have ourselves the card key we needed to enter the storage room and free our charge. Don't you feel accomplished now?
Leon.
Oh.
Come on. Let's get
Happy music. Alrighty, Ashley has returned. That is the end of Chapter 5-1. Make sure to subscribe so you'll see what happens when we kick off Chapter 5.2 next time. See you then. Bye-bye.